How's it going, everybody? How's it going? This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist, baby. This is hammer time. Good morning. Here we go, baby. What's up? Good morning, everyone. This is Jose Trujillo. I'm in my studio, baby, and this is hammer time, baby. Baby. Yeah. Hammer time is the time when I talk to you guys about getting that mental right. I come to you guys in peace with messages of awesomeness and in hopes that maybe I can influence a couple of you, at least one, I don't know, into understanding the most important thing about your career. The most important thing about your career, okay? It's showing up, baby. The most important thing about your career is to show up. You need to show up. If you don't show up, you ain't getting anything. Okay, I know that there's a lot of people out there who think that, I don't know, they think that there's some sort of gimmick or some trick. There is no trick, baby. Tricks are for kids. It's just you show up or you don't. And if you don't show up, you ain't getting ish. You know, you ain't getting ish. You're not going to get anything, baby. You need to teach yourself, train yourself, apply yourself, modify yourself. Modify. There you go. Modify yourself. Not modify. Modify yourself. Oh, baby. To show up, you need to find that thing in you, that je ne sais quoi, that will help you. You know, start doing those punches, baby. Just showing up. Start punching, right? And it doesn't matter what it is. There is no right or wrong way either. You will come up with your own what do we call this? You will come up with your own style in showing up. You might want to show up early, you might want to show up late. Whatever. You might want to show up early and leave late. You know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I know this, if you don't show up, nothing's going to happen. And by the way, there's enough of people out there who believe that your work is good and it's good enough. And if you don't start believing in yourself, okay, if you don't start believing in yourself, the way that you start believing in yourself is by showing up. Okay, that's the way you can't believe in yourself from, I don't know, sitting around or hoping that something good happens. The way to believe in yourself is when you start showing up. You start making those moves, right? You start getting early in your studio or whatever it is, whatever it is that you need to do. But you need to start showing up, baby, because otherwise you're not going to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, it's like a momentum thing. The less you believe, the less you will act upon. The less you will receive because you're acting less, right? You're creating less action. The more you believe, the more you will act upon, and the more you receive. Because at the end of the day is action. Okay, I know a lot of people out there don't think that. Again, they think it's some sort of some fucking gimmick, right? That, oh my God, you know, if I just knew how to sell, or if I knew how to I don't know, how to paint better, and on and on. It's not, guys. There's no gimmick to it. There is no gimmick. It's not because of the colors you're using or whatever, right? Those of you, by the way, who want to get on the live with me, let me know. Just ask. You know, ask and you shall receive. Just ask, hey, can I get on the live with you right now? Can I join the live? And if you have any questions or something like that, or you just want to participate in the live with moi, let me know, and we'll get it done, baby. And if not, totally cool. All right. So this is what these short lives are for. I'm hoping that some of you get reminded, some of you get a little fuel, right? A little fuel, and know that. Look, whatever it is that you do, you're probably already good at it. Chances are you're probably already good at it. You know, you're painting, you're sculpting, you're taking photographs, whatever it is, you're probably already good at it. The thing where you are having a hard time, if you're having a hard time, is that you don't believe in yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but man, believe is everything. It's just everything. Because see, when you believe in your, people don't get this. People think, no, it's not believe, it's this, it's all the circumstances. I used to be like that. But look, this is the thing. When you believe in yourself, you start acting unapologetically, and you start moving at a rate, at a speed, and with momentum, and you start doing so much more than you would have normally do because you believe in it. And what happens is that all of those actions, okay, is really what makes you win. The yes attitude, okay, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. All of those actions and the yes attitude is really what sets your career, like it propels your career. But you can't do those actions, and you can't say yes to commissions, and you won't say yes to all these things, right? Unless you believe. This is what's funny. Like, that's why belief is so important. So you can't do any of those things. I know people are like, man, I know what to do. I'm going to go get a gallery and this and that. Even if you know exactly what to do, even if I give you a roadmap, you're not going to do it if you don't believe, right? So believe is the most important thing. It's the single most important thing, having that faith, being like, you know what, I'm going to do this regardless of what it looks like. And I'm going to do it. You have to believe in it like you have it already. I know it sounds cheesy, and a lot of people, talk about law of attraction and that kind of stuff. Look, guys, it took me a long time to understand this. You have to be able to hold it in your hands before you do. You have to be able to hold it in your hands before you actually are holding it in your hands. You have to believe so hard in it, because unless you believe so hard, you're not going to go do the immense amount of work that needs to be done. This is the fucking key. It takes so much work, and it takes so much momentum, and yes, and I'll take that commission, and of course I'll do this painting, of course I'll do that gallery show, and it takes so much energy, right? That unless you believe in it, you're not going to do it. Unless you believe in it. And so people ask themselves, man, like what does it take? Every time I get a question asked by not every time, but a lot of the times by artists, it's almost like they're looking for, how do I do this without working hard? And I'm like, it ain't gonna be like that. Like, first of all, you don't even believe in it, because if you believed in it, you would be thinking differently. You would be thinking about strategies. You would be thinking about different stuff. Hey, I want to go from here to there. Not how do I do it. And usually these people are not the people that coach with me. Okay, people that are coaching with me are already believing. That's why they took the step to coach. That's why they're making steps. They're taking steps because they believe in it. They're like, man, this guy's gonna help me, or this is the thing that I have to do in order to get to the next level because I believe in it. Right? But they're not looking for the easy way out, because there is no easy way out. And unless you believe in it, you're not going to do the work. This is something that again, it took me a long time to understand, and most people don't get this. I didn't get it. I tried to work myself through it only, and not really. See, if you don't believe, you're going to start thinking that it's a lot of work. If you don't believe that your art business, your career, whatever, if you don't believe in it, you're going to start scratching your head and you'll be like, fuck, man, this is a lot of work. Like going and getting a gallery, selling a painting, and on and on. You're going to start thinking it's a lot of work. And so you're going to start suckering yourself out of it. You're going to sucker yourself out of it. You're going to talk to yourself, and you're going to say, man, this is a lot of work. Like, I don't know. And you're going to start thinking about it, and you're going to get yourself out of that. And this is why I say the most important thing is to believe. You have to hold it in your hand before you do. You have to hold it in your hand. For example, if you want to make 7 figures in a year, okay, this is something that I practice myself. If I wanted to make seven figures in a year, I had to hold it in my hand. I talked about it. I wrote it down. I looked at it, and I said to myself, oh my God, I started making it palpable, right? Palpable. I started touching it. I started touching it. I started making it. I remember before I got this studio, I used to sit in my little studio that I had before. It was a house that I was renting. I used to sit there and I used to be like, man, I imagine the ceiling's high, right? I imagine all this space, and I would imagine, and not for hours, just like a little minute every day before I started working, and right after I stopped, before I went to sleep. I would sit there for just a little minute, like 60 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever, just started imagining what it looked like and what it felt like. I wanted to hold it in. I wanted to believe in it. Because I'm not saying that if you believe in it, all of a sudden it happens. No, belief is the fuel to the immense amount of action that it's going to take. This is what people don't get. Belief is the fuel to the action you are going to need to take, to the many actions, the mountains of actions that you're going to need to take. And unless you believe in it, you're not going to go take the actions. You're just not. There's just no way. It's for crazy people. I was just listening to Guillermo del Toro, the Mexican filmmaker, explain a little bit about his creative process and his success and whatnot. And someone asked him, like, how did you get success? And he's like, you just have to, he actually said that, you just have to really look at it and believe in it and go after it. Very simple, right? And some of them were like, well, elaborate on that. And he said, look, you want me to elaborate on that? He said, success. He said, any form of success, right? Winning a medal, being an entrepreneur, whatever, any form of success, he says, is a torture instrument. It's a torture instrument. Any form of success. And I don't think he was talking about it in negative terms. I think what he was trying to say, based on what I know about this guy, what he was trying to say is that anything that you want to go after is going to take everything you got. Everything you got. That's why he referred to it as a torture instrument. So unless you believe in it, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to be like, nah, man, this is too much. What are you talking about? I have to be up at 4 a.m. I have to go to sleep at 11 or midnight. This is crazy. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. Or I have to go and knock on doors. I have to pick up the phone and call people, follow up with people that wanted to buy my paintings. How many times do I have to do that? I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 times a day. Oh, you're crazy. I thought you were going to say 2 or 3 or maybe 5 times a day. 300 times a day? I don't know. It might be 1,000 times a day. It might not be 300. It might be 100. I don't know. Like, whatever it fucking takes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are always asking me, how many paintings do you paint, Jose? How many paintings do you paint a day? It doesn't matter. If I could do it with one painting, I would paint one painting. There's days that I sell that one $10,000 painting, and I'm like, oh, I made my day. And I tell my wife, you know what? Today, we're going to take the fucking day off. We're going to go and hang out because I just sold a $10,000 painting. And today I made my day. And sometimes I just have to paint and paint and paint and paint and paint. And it doesn't matter what it takes. I don't care if I have to be at 5 a.m. painting and go to sleep at midnight, and repeat it the next day. Because it doesn't matter. It is whatever it takes. Because you have to believe in it. Unless you believe in it, you're going to start asking like silly questions like, well, how many paintings should I do? How many people should I contact? I don't know. Like, what gets you the sale? What can get you the sale? What can get you that prospect that raises their hand and says, man, I want to buy that painting, or I want a commission from you? What does it take? If you just want one, let's say that you want one, right? What does it take? I don't know. It might be 2 people. It might be 200. It might be 2,000 people that you have to reach. You have to send out some emails. You have to send out some snail mail. You have to pick up the phone. You have to go visit someone. Remind them about your paintings. Social media. It might mean that you have to spend a lot of energy on social media, like what I'm doing here. It might mean that I have to spend some dollars in it. I might spend a couple of $100s on Facebook ads or Instagram ads a day. It might be a couple of thousand. I don't know. Right? It doesn't matter. There is no formula. People are looking for formulas. Everybody keeps looking for formulas. Like give me that. Like, how can I do it? How can I give me that things so that I believe that when people are looking for formulas, and I'm not talking about strategies. Strategy is very intelligent, right? Strategy is extremely intelligent, but a formula is very different. When people are looking for formula and a cookie cutter formula of, well, just give it to me. What is it? Do I make one painting? Like, how do you do eBay? Do I make one painting, two paintings? Like, what is it? Like give me the formula. Give me the formula. When people are asking for that, I believe that they are trying to say, I don't want to work. Give me the easiest way out. And if you want the easiest way out, it's not going to work, guys. It's just not going to work. I promise you, easy, it's not part of this. Okay? Easy is not part of this. It has nothing to do with this. So next time you ask yourself, I want to sell a commission. I want to get a gallery show. How do I do it? How many people do I need to reach? In order to get a gallery show, you might have to go and talk to 20 galleries just to get one show. Shit, I don't know. It might be 200. Who knows? Who knows? And you're like, oh my God, 200. Yeah, it might be that. I don't know. It might be that you have to take a weekend off and rent a car and go to the 3 nearest cities where you live, and visit, I don't know, 30 of them or visit at least 20 of them a day in each city. Run, I don't know, to each one. And then repeat the same thing the next weekend. It might be that. It might be that you get lucky and the first one that you go to says yes, and you're like, oh, okay, well that was easy. But it might be that you go to 100 and nobody says yes. It might also be that. So there is no number. There is no number. There is no specific number. There is no, this is the formula. And again, the people that have coached with me, this is what I love. This is what I love about people that take that step to coach. They're not looking for a formula. They're looking for a strategy, because they're at a point in their life where it's like, man, I don't care where it takes. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to go do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it takes. I'm going to go do it. And so if you haven't coached with me, if you haven't done any coaching with me, and you're thinking about it, it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time to do it. Because if you feel like what I'm telling you here is valuable or it means something, just wait till we have an hour together, a one-on-one, and I start sharing with you real strategies to take it to the next level. To help you go to the next level, real strategies with something. Hey, what's up, Dan? He's like, hi, Dad. That's my boy. And so, to be able to take you to the next level with real strategies, with strategies that are not going to be about the easy way out, because there is no easy way out. And again, look, guys, if you are trying to ask yourself, well, how many people do I talk to? How many paintings should I paint today? You're asking yourself the wrong questions. I promise you. You shouldn't be asking yourself that. You should be telling yourself, I'm going to do whatever it takes. If that means that I'm doing 1 painting, 2 paintings, or 12 paintings a day, then that's what it means. It's whatever it takes. It's not what. It's whatever it takes. It's not how many. It's always whatever it takes. All right, I'll leave you with that, guys. Again, coaching with me is $300 an hour, but I mean, guys, I'm basically giving away the coaching. $300 an hour is really nothing if you think about what you're going to get and what I'm going to share with you in order to help you and take you to the next level, whatever the next level is for you. I don't know. Maybe you want to make an extra couple of $1,000s a month. Maybe you want to make, I don't know. You want to go more, right? You want to go more. I have a coaching and strategy. Okay, a coaching and strategy where I share with you how I went to $100K a year. That is $995. 5 people paid $400 for that. 5 people pay $400. 5 people pay $400 each for that. But the actual price of that is $995. My mentor said that it should be $2,000, you know. And so I'm thinking, okay, if I'm gonna make it $2,000, I'm gonna have to add much more support around it and whatnot. And so I said, you know what? No, I'm not ready for that. I don't do coaching full time. I'm a painter, right? I'm a painter who's sharing what has worked for me. So instead of making it $2,000, I'm gonna make it 1,000. I'm gonna make it $995. But I'm going to include a strategy, a step-by-step strategy that is going to, it's gonna be like a roadmap for you. You know, if I want to do commissions, what do I do? Okay, based on what we talked, based on what you and I have talked, right? What you've shared with me, I'm gonna go and craft a strategy plan for you. I'm gonna craft something specific for you. That yes, it involves numbers, but it involves the type of numbers that I know. Okay, it involves the type of numbers that I know. It doesn't involve like I don't know. When people tell me, hey, how many galleries should I go to? I know that they're trying to tell me how do I get out of it, right? The type of numbers that I talk about, I'm talking about big numbers, like big numbers. Like you're gonna go and talk to a gallery, you need to go to talk to 10 galleries a day. Oh my God, there's not 10 galleries in my city. Then go to the next city. Right? This is the type. It's got to be unapologetic, and it's got to be. You have to do shit that other people think it's unrealistic, man. If you want to win, you have to do shit that other people around you say that's unrealistic. It's not. No, that's too much. That's what works. You know, that's what works. If somebody wants to get hard, rock solid abs, nobody says 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups. No, dude, it's more like 2,000 sit-ups. You know, it's more like 200 push-ups. Like it's big numbers. It's big numbers, right? In order to start reaching those goals. And again, I'm gonna leave you guys with how I started. Unless you believe, you're not gonna want to put in the work. So you have to believe. How do you believe? The funny thing is that the way you believe is you start putting in the work first. That's how you believe. It's almost comical, you know. Unless you believe, you will not put in the work. But the way to believe, you have to start putting in the work. So what you need in the beginning is just a little bit of faith. And that faith will turn into a very strong belief. But at the beginning, you have to kind of walk with your eyes closed and not know where you're going. There has to be a little bit of faith. You have to put a lot of work in the beginning with faith. With thinking, man, because the way to start winning at this is going to be doing the work. It's by doing the work. That's how you start winning, with a yes attitude and doing the work. And unless you believe, you're not going to do it. You're just not. You're not going to do it because it's going to feel like a lot of work. It's going to feel so much. You're going to be like, no, this is for crazy people, man. I can't do this. But if you believe, you're going to start telling yourself, oh, like I can do this. This is doable. You know, you start believing and you start showing up to the work. That's how it happens. So anyways, guys, I'll leave you with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. Take care. I got to get to paint. I gotta do a lot of painting today. Adios.